Hi guys, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the brand new Erin Condren teacher lesson planner that will be launched on April 9th. But if you are an EC Insider, you get early access on April 8th. So definitely make sure you sign up to be an insider. It's super easy and it's free. All you need to do is click on the link in my description box down below. And once you're signed up, you get all sorts of benefits. You get early access to new products, special discounts, as well as a whole reward system in which you earn points for every purchase that you make. And then those points can be redeemed for coupons and reward certificates. So it is definitely worth signing up. You also get the opportunity to earn 2 free gifts on early access launch day if you're an insider, and I will be showing you those 2 products in my part 2 video. So definitely sign up so that you get the opportunity to earn those. Now, I said part 2, this video is going to be split into 2 different videos just to save some time. Otherwise, this would be over an hour long. So in this video, I am just going to review the teacher lesson planner. I'm actually going to review 2 different versions of the planner that got sent to me for review. And then in part 2, I will be reviewing a ton of different accessories that are also being launched with the lesson planner. So definitely keep an eye out for that second video. I will be sure to tag it at the end of this one. So before we get started, I wanted to take a second to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me. My name is Taylor. I'm a K-5 elementary music teacher, and I've only been teaching since January of 2019. So I've been teaching a little bit over a year now. So this is actually the first year that I got to use the teacher lesson planner. I've been using Erin Condren since my sophomore year of college. I've used the life planner, I've used the academic planners, and then I've used a ton of different accessories throughout the years. But this year, I really enjoyed using the teacher lesson planner. This is what my current one looks like. To be honest, not a whole lot has changed with the new planner this year. The biggest change is that they are offering the new lesson planner in many different formats that they were not offering it last year in. So this is the coiled version, and I will be using the coiled version again this year. But in this video, like I said, I will be reviewing 2 different versions that they sent me. Speaking of, I also wanted to take a second before we get started to thank Tori Johnson over at the Erin Condren affiliate team for sending me all of these amazing products to review. I feel so incredibly lucky that I get to share my own opinion about these products with my subscribers. I know for me personally, these review videos have always been helpful when it comes to launch days in the planner world and trying to figure out what I want to spend my money on. With that being said, keep in mind that even though these products were sent to me for review, they are my own opinions. And I will be giving my honest opinion based on my own experience as a teacher so far. Especially since I have now been using this planner for almost a year, I definitely have opinions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these new planners. All right, I have my teacher lesson planners here, as well as all of the amazing accessories that are coming out on launch day with the planners. So let's first just go ahead and dive into the actual teacher lesson planners. Now, there are a ton of options this year. I think there are more options than we've had in the past for the teacher planner. I did get sent 2 different planner options. This is the Focused Teacher Softbound Planner, and then this is the Classic Coiled Planner. So before I dive into these, let's talk about what all of your options are this year. So you have 3 different binding options. The first is the coil. Your second option is a softbound planner, and then your third option is a binder. And with the binder, the planner basically comes as like a loose leaf option. And then you also have 3 layout options this year. You get the choice of the layers design, which is from the Life Planner launch last year, the mid-century circles option, which is the one that I will be showing you, and then the focused option, which you will be able to see here in the softbound. You also do have 3 start date options. This is a 12-month planner. There is not an 18-month planner like they offer for the Life Planner. So your 3 options are July through June, August through July, or September through August. And then apart from that, you also get all the same customization options that you normally get with purchasing an Erin Condren planner. So if you're new to the Erin Condren community, you may not be aware of those options, but we will talk about them as we sort of go along in the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the planners. I'm gonna put everything else to the side and we are going to start with just the coiled planner. All right, so let's take a look at the coiled version of the teacher lesson planner. The base price of this planner does start off at $55, but can increase depending on what customization options you choose. The planner comes with a silver coil, but you can also get gold, rose gold, and black. If you do decide to update the coil to one of those 3 colors, it is an extra charge of $10. So keep that in mind. Just by switching to a gold, rose gold, or black coil, you increase the planner to $65. You also do get free customization options for whatever cover you choose. So adding in your name does not cost anything extra. But you can also purchase extra covers. I think they can be anywhere from $8 to $12 for an interchangeable cover. They do just snap in. So similar to this ruler, they have these little edges that just kind of snap into place on the coil. So with that being said, they did send me an extra cover option. This is so beautiful. This is a brand new cover that's coming out with the launch. It says the future is bright, and then I got my name and music teacher below it. I love adding music teacher to my planner. So like I said, this is a brand new cover option, and there are also going to be plenty of other new cover designs that come out with this launch. So let's go ahead and dive into the planner itself. Just like with every Erin Condren planner, there is this dashboard on the inside that you can use wet erase or dry erase markers on. I do suggest using wet erase markers because the dry erase will wipe off pretty easily. Erin Condren does sell wet erase markers that you can use inside these covers as well. Pretty simple cover page. As you can see, I did choose the mid-century circles layout. I just love the mid-century circles. I actually have a lot of desk accessories, and I have the file folders, and I even have the clip folio that has the mid-century circles design on it. I just think it has a very academic look, and so I was so excited when I found out that they decided to use that as one of the layout options this year for the teacher lesson planner. It's super, super pretty. All right, so then flipping it open, you do have these introduction pages. Again, if you are familiar with the Erin Condren lesson planners, not a whole lot has changed. These first pages are very typical in the lesson planner. So you have this all about me page, your name, your school, and what year it is, and then your contact information. And then here you can have a list of classroom resources and then your websites and passwords. Although I would suggest probably not putting your passwords in the inside cover, because if somebody was to find it, then they would have access to all of that. But a lot of people still do write down their passwords on paper, and so that is an option for you. And then on this page over here, you have events and volunteers. So they kind of leave these 2 boxes blank that you can use to your discretion, where you can pretty much just write down any contact information that you may have. This would be great if you have like a classroom resource teacher, or maybe if you have a student teacher, you can write down their contact information, as well as any classroom volunteers. I don't deal with a whole lot of classroom volunteers as a music teacher, but that is probably more useful for classroom teachers. And then down here, you can write down any classroom events and important dates that you kind of want to highlight in those first pages. All right, so then after that, you have this contact tab where you can have a communication log. I don't personally really use a whole lot of communication logging. If I do, I actually use Excel for it. So this past year, I had to track a lot of communication with my remote students, but that was personally a lot easier for me to do it on the computer. This would still be great for classroom teachers, especially that need to contact parents pretty frequently, although there is only these 2 pages, so I'm not really sure how long that would last you. If you are a classroom teacher, an elementary teacher, or a regular secondary teacher, leave a comment down below if you feel like these pages are helpful. I don't personally use them for myself. All right, and then you have the next tab, which opens up to just a yearly overview. Something that I really like to do with these pages is to kind of create an overview of the school calendar. So usually my school provides a 1-page calendar that has important days that we have off, holidays, breaks, that sort of thing, professional development and service days. And so this is a great place to kind of just highlight your entire year and figure out what days you have off and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I personally like using these pages for. Erin Condren does have these little transparent dot stickers that you can stick over the dates, and it makes it really easy. You could color code it, and it just kind of gives you a really clean overview of what the whole year is going to look like. And again, this mid-century circles design is just beautiful. I love the colorful design, and it's just so simple and so academic. I love it. All right, then you have a tab that says Year Plan. You can use these pages for so many different things. If you want to kind of plan out your curriculum and put down in each month what subjects you're going to focus on. For me as a music teacher, this is really helpful. I can kind of write down in each box what concepts I'm focusing on for each grade level. You could also just use it to, again, maybe highlight any specific events. You could write down any specific goals you have each month for your class or your classroom. Again, there's a lot of different options, but I think kind of what they are intending in designing this planner is to kind of come up with your curriculum plan and use these pages to highlight that. Then you have another tab that says Graph, and that brings you to some graph pages. These can be used for so many different things. To be honest, I did not use these. I don't really use a whole lot of the extra pages. I'm a really simple gal when it comes to using my teacher lesson planner, and so I really mostly just use the weekly layouts. But you could definitely use these to track certain things like assessments. They give you some ideas up here. You could create seating charts, you can organize groups, you could track learning assessments, or log other important information. So I feel like as a new teacher, I'm still kind of finding things here and there that I feel like I want to track. And so these pages are perfect for whatever you have in mind for that. They kind of leave it open for a lot of different options. And again, this is the exact same thing that they offered in the previous years. You do get 2 or I guess 4 of those pages depending on how you look at it. Then you open up to a couple of notes pages right before you dive into the first month. So on this August tab, or if yours starts in July or September, then yours will start in that month. But you do get these sort of dashboard pages to start with. Again, they really leave the door open for you to use these however you see fit. So something that I personally do in these pages is I kind of set some monthly goals that I have for myself, especially as a new teacher. I'm still, trying to put together manipulatives for my classroom. I'm still trying to finish decorating my classroom and organizing my classroom. So sometimes I have some personal goals as to, sort of getting my classroom where I want it to be. So I use this page for lists and to-do lists, goals, that sort of thing. But there are, again, lots of options. You could kind of take the yearly plan that you did on these pages and you could break it down into more detail on these pages as well. So again, as a music teacher, when I teach multiple grade levels, I could sort of list out in each grade level in more detail, maybe my, weekly plans of how I am wanting to dive into each concept. Again, lots of options, but you do get plenty of space. Again, this is an 8.5 by 11 planner, so you have a lot of space. And then down here at the bottom, I love that they add this, are dates to remember in August. And you could use this for just the school dates that you need to remember, especially like meetings or different things like that. For a lot of classroom teachers that have IEP meetings, that could be a great spot to put them. Any field trips. I do also like to include personal life important dates, so that way I can kind of see what's going on both at home and at school. Sometimes it's really helpful to see both. All right, so then you open up to the monthly view. I love, again, how simple the view is for the mid-century circles. It's so beautiful, and it has the classic Erin Condren font up at the top. There is plenty of space in these large boxes for you to write things down. Something else that I want to point out is that they do not place any holidays in this planner. They do provide, which I will get to when we get to the back of the planner, but they do provide some holiday stickers to come with the teacher lesson planner. And those holiday stickers actually have school-related events and holidays as well. So they're a little bit more specific than your typical holiday dates. But I love that they don't include them because every school is different, every teacher is different, so there may be, holidays and dates that you want to include and ones that you don't. So they do come blank, but they come with those holidays that you can insert into the planner as you sort of set it up for the year. And then here on the side, they do have a notes section. Again, I really like to use this section for like any quick to-dos. You could use it to sort of highlight your grade level concepts or subject concepts. Again, there's lots of different ways you can use it. And then they do have a little preview of the next month. Sometimes people like to reference that when they're planning month to month. Okay, so then once you flip over to the weekly pages, again, if you have used this planner before, this has not changed. Now, I do have some personal thoughts on that. The only layout that they offer for the inside of the weekly pages in the lesson planner is this horizontal layout. And I have some thoughts on that. So they have the dates over here on the side, and then up here is where you can put your subjects or grade levels or, whatever you are wanting to plan for or keep track of. For me personally, I would like an option where my dates are at the top and then my grade levels are on the side. The reason I prefer that is because I'm used to planning my personal life in a vertical hourly layout where my days of the week are in columns rather than rows. And so it does, I'm not gonna lie, even after using the planner for almost an entire year, I still do confuse myself every once in a while. When I'm quickly glancing at it, I want to read it this way by day. So if it was up to me, I would really, really, really hope that in the future, Erin Condren could include the reverse option. Now, the year that I student taught, I did use a plum paper planner, and that's the layout that I chose. I had my dates up at the top, or my days of the week up at the top, and then I had my classes over on the side. And I just really liked that they offered that. So if there was one thing that I could change about this planner, that would be it. So hopefully that is something that they take into consideration next year. I don't know if they just don't have enough people request that. I know they have a lot of teachers ask for more customization options, but I don't know how specific people are being. And for me personally, I would just love an option where those two are switched. But with that being said, I've gotten used to it for the most part, and it's still functional for me. I love the size of these boxes. They are lined, which is helpful as well. So that way you can write straight. I do not like empty boxes, so that is definitely a thumbs up for me. And then I also love having this sidebar over here to, again, maybe sort of create a weekly checklist, some reminders, different things that I need to get done. And then underneath each day of the week, I will usually write down, you know, if it's a special day at school or any special notes I have about that day, if it's a holiday, to just sort of remind myself what's going on that day, or if there's no school, that sort of thing. So pretty basic. Another thing that I do want to point out is that Erin Condren does offer some custom stickers that you can use in these subject boxes. I've never used them. For some reason, I wasn't even aware that they had them, but we talked about that recently in one of our town hall meetings for affiliates, and I think I'm gonna look into those this year when I purchase some things during launch day. So if that's something that you think might be helpful, for me, it definitely is, because I write down the grade levels every single day, kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. But it would be really nice to just be able to slap down some stickers and make that a little quicker. So that is pretty much it. Each week will look exactly the same. Each month has its own color. So if you're familiar with using Erin Condren products, the EC colors have been the same for years. So I'll just kind of quickly flip through so you can see what the other months look like. So for August, you have this kind of golden yellow color. For September, you have this beautiful plum purple. For October, you have orange. For November, you have this sort of navy blue. For December, you have a light green color. For January, you have this teal color. February is pink, and I love this dark pink. It's so pretty. For March, which is also one of my favorites, you have this sort of mint green color. For April, you have this deeper purple, which is really, really pretty. For May, you have peach. I love peach, and it's really light. It's not too orangey. For June, another one of my favorites, you have this sort of seafoam green color. And then for July, you have a deep navy blue. Then after all of the months, you do have a few different notes pages. So here's the end of July, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 notes pages. This one though says you are a hero to your students, which is super cute. I don't know why that one has a quote though and the other two don't. But anyway, and then the last tab is a set of checklist pages. This is something that you can also purchase an add-on for, so you can add extra checklist pages if what is here is not enough. So it does already come with 7 different pages of checklists. You have room for names, and then you have a ton of columns for different things that you can check off. And then here in the back, you do have a few sticker pages. I believe these are the same stickers that were included in last year's teacher planner. So here are some like functional icons, and then you have some reminders and assemblies, conferences, so kind of more event stickers, first and last day, 100th day, that sort of thing. And then you do have a few of those little subject headers. you have some washi, and then you have some bigger like event type stickers as well. And then these cute little teardrops. Oh, and then you have one more page of some just functional event labels. I love these labels. These also came with the Life Planner last year. And then you also get this pocket folder. It does have a pocket on both sides. So if you have the mid-century circles, this is what it will look like. If you purchase the layers, it will have the layers design on it. And I love this folder. It's nice and durable. You can stick any reminders or quick materials that you need for a lesson. If you have just any announcements or different things like that you need to stick back here, you can do that. And then you also do have a couple of these clear pouches. That's another add-on. You can add some extra clear pouches if you would like. These are great, again, to hold any sort of important documents that you have that you want to keep nice in your planner. Like I said before, they do give you these holiday stickers. So they come with the colors that match those months, and then you can pull these off and place them. They have the dates that they belong to make it super, super easy for you. And then as you flip to the back, you have one more dashboard page, which is just the normal cover. And there is the entire planner. Again, it does come with a ruler as well. I briefly mentioned that. I love these frosted rulers. They're very durable, very flexible. I personally love to use these to like draw straight lines in my planner. I don't typically really use it to measure anything, but they are also great to use as like a book holder, or sorry, a bookmark. So you can kind of keep your place in your planner as well. All right, so that is the entire coiled lesson planner. Here is what the thickness of the planner looks like. So there's honestly plenty of room once you add in some extra things in those back folders. It's pretty thick. It is pretty heavy. So keep that in mind. It is not a small planner. For me personally, I don't carry my planner back and forth, so the size is perfectly fine for me. I just leave it open on my desk pretty much every day. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more convenient to carry, I'm not sure this is the best option, but if you're like most teachers who have like a large teacher bag, these do fit just fine in some of those. One more thing I did want to point out is that the paper quality is the same as it has been in the past. So last year, it's kind of like this thicker, almost cardstock feeling. It is a little bit grittier, so it's not too smooth, which I love because you can use almost any type of pen or marker on it and it's not going to smear. Most of the pens that I use do not show through on the other side. There's usually no ridging or shadowing or bleeding through. My personal two favorite pens to use in this planner are the Papermate Flare pens and the Sharpie pens. They both have kind of smaller. The Sharpie pen is a little bit smaller than the Papermate. The Papermate is thicker and the Papermate does not bleed through, and it sometimes shadows a little bit if you're heavy-handed, but it's not bad at all. So just some kind of reference to see what the paper quality is like. If you are familiar with Plum Paper Planner, their paper is a lot smoother and you tend to smear it if you don't let it dry first. And what I love about the Erin Condren paper is that you don't have to worry about that. You can just write in it quickly, no smearing, no problems. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the softbound option. I do not have the binder for us to look at, but keep an eye out. I'm sure there are people who are posting reviews, and if that's something you're interested in, go search for it on YouTube. I'm sure you may be able to find somebody that has the binder option. So we are going to take a look at the softbound. We're just going to quickly flip through this because for the most part, the layout is going to be similar, just the design is going to look a little different. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Now, as you can see, this one is a little bit smaller. So when you're comparing these side by side, the dimensions are quite a bit smaller. It's definitely not quite as thick in comparison to the coiled option. And honestly, they look great together too. So if for some reason you need a second one, these would be really cute together. All right, so this is a vegan leather here. There are customization options for this cover as well. You can get up to 4 letters embossed into the cover. Obviously, I didn't get anything because this is something that they sent me separately, but just know that that is an option. So then once you open it up, this is supposed to be lay flat binding, so hopefully it's not going to be annoying when you're trying to write in it. Here is where you can write in your name. And then again, this is just like the other planner, except it is much more simplified. There's no extra design features that make it colorful and fun. It's just very straight and to the point. So if you are somebody that prefers simple and you kind of like that professional look, then this is definitely a great option. So again, your contact information, all of that sort of stuff is the exact same thing. And then you have your communication logs. Now something obviously that we are seeing, yeah, this does lay pretty flat. That is really nice. Usually I don't go for softbound type books or planners just because they're usually really annoying, but that lays pretty flat, and that's only with the first couple of pages open. So that's really nice to see. Then again, you have your monthly overview, or sorry, yearly overview, and it's very simple. There is no extra. Also, if you're somebody that really loves to use stickers, you could use stickers in the focus planner and make it more fun. If you don't like the other layout options in the more colorful planners, I love how much space you get for this sort of yearly planning page. Lots and lots of space, which I love. And then, you have a couple of these log/graph pages. So again, pretty much the same thing. This one does start in July. So it does have this sort of yellow color, which is definitely going to be different from the other one. These are going to be more neutral colors. And then here is what the monthly view looks like. So it's super, super nice. Honestly, this feels so professional. I feel like I just want to go sit in an office and build a business and use this planner doing it. I love it. I think this is a great option as well for men that do not really like the more, colorful designs. So I actually think I'm going to gift this one to my boyfriend. He is a middle school special education teacher, and this is right up his alley. It's very simple. He actually does, I think, use a softbound planner right now that he got from Target. So I know he likes softbound more than the coil. So I think that he would really enjoy this. You still have the 6 subject lines and then your 5 days of the week. You do not get Saturday and Sunday. I don't think I talked about that with the last planner, but again, this is for school, so you're not really going to have space for Saturday and Sunday. There are some planner companies that do that. I know Plum Paper Planner includes weekend days in the weekly layouts, but Erin Condren does not. I know I keep referencing Plum Paper, but that's just my only other planner company that I've used as far as the teacher planners go. So that's sort of why I have that comparison. All right, so that is pretty much what it looks like. Let's take a look at the other colors. So you have this golden neutral yellow color. Ooh, it looks like the colors are kind of separated by quarter. So this first quarter is the golden color, and then this looks like it's black. Ooh, I love that October black. So pretty. And then it goes into that navy blue color, and then it jumps into this light gray color, which are all so beautiful. Then it looks like back here you do get some notes pages, several of them, which is nice. And then you do also get the student checklists. Same amount of pages it looks like. But then you do not get any of the extra like add-ons such as the pocket folders or the clear document holders. So none of that sort of stuff. But I love this sort of pinstripe design in the inside of the cover. It's beautiful. Obviously, this planner does not have tabs, but Erin Condren did recently release some vegan leather tabs that would go great with this planner. So if you like this, but you don't love that it has no tabs, you could just purchase the tabs separately and add them to your monthly pages to make it easier to flip through. I think I might get some again for Chris so that he can use this and add in those tabs to make it a little bit easier. The price of this planner is $35, by the way, so if you felt like the $55 planner was a little too expensive for your taste, then this is definitely a little bit more affordable of a price, and it has these really nice thick pages as well. Like, these are thick, and it is amazing quality, so I feel like $35 is a steal. It's just beautiful. They also have a ton of focused notebooks that would match this planner that you could use with it and kind of keep them together, and they would just look beautiful together. So that is an option as well. Something else that you could do, since there's no coil, is you could buy some of those. They have these little pen holders that you could stick to the back page, and then it has a little loop that sticks out and you could slide your pen in it. So again, you can buy this planner as it is and then add different things. You could add some sticky pockets. They do have sticky pockets you can purchase if you want to be able to slide some stuff on the inside. So the planner is really simple as it is, but there are definitely lots of options on the EC website for you to sort of add some different things and make it more functional for you. So I think this is a great option if you want to kind of make it your own. All right, so those are the 2 lesson planner options that I was sent. One more thing I do want to point out is that you can also get a vegan leather cover for the coil, and that vegan leather cover comes in a soft blush, a black, and a harbor gray, and I did get to see those and they are beautiful. It made me really want to get a planner with those vegan covers. The only thing is that those covers are not interchangeable. So if you're all right with your planner looking the same all year, that is an option. So if you really love this vegan leather look and the focus design, but you want the large planner with the coil, that is definitely going to be an option. Like I said, they offered us more options than ever this year, which is amazing and so exciting. All right, that is it for part 1 of my teacher lesson planner review. Let me know down in the comments below, which planner did you like better? Are you team focused softbound or are you team coiled? Also, let me know if you're gonna purchase one and which layout you are going to choose. I know that I did not get to show you the layers or the binder, but there are gonna be so many amazing options to choose from, and let me tell you, it's so hard to pick just one. Also, let me know if you're a teacher or if you're gonna purchase a teacher lesson planner for something else. I know a lot of people use them for work. They use them to help track their kids' homework. I know this last year, a lot of people used them for remote learning. Maybe you're a student yourself. Let me know down in the comments below. If you do decide to purchase on launch day, it would mean the world to me if you came back to this video and clicked on my affiliate links to shop. Using my affiliate links is completely free to you. There's no extra charge. All you do is click on the link and shop like normal. And I do earn a small commission off of your purchase. And it also lets the Erin Condren team know that I inspired you to purchase in some way. So thank you again so much for watching. Make sure you head over to watch part 2, where I share a ton of different accessories that were sent to me for review as well. Let me tell you, there are a lot of accessories, and I did not even get sent all of them. There is one accessory in particular that they launched with the lesson planner this year that I am dying to share with you. I'm so excited. So make sure you head over to that video and check it out. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can know when all of my videos are posted. So thank you again so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!